Meet James, your company's top-performing software engineer. His code is flawless, his availability unmatched. What his employers don't know? His $180,000 salary funds nuclear missiles. His home office is a Pyongyang hacking compound. Right now, hundreds just like him could be working at companies like yours. This is the shocking truth about North Korea's remote work infiltration scheme that's stolen over $300 million from Western businesses. Recent intelligence reports suggest these operatives may have infiltrated as many as 1 in 50 tech companies with remote workforces. The interview that exposed everything. Simon Weichmann's stomach dropped when Thomas joined the Google Meet. The candidate's resume listed a computer science degree from University of Missouri and 8 years at Microsoft, but his accent didn't match his claimed Tennessee upbringing. Forensic analysis revealed Thomas was actually Park Ji-hoon, a 24-year-old North Korean operative working from a cramped apartment in Shenyang, China. His office background was a stock photo, and his spotty connection came from a VPN masking his real location. The coding test he aced, solved by an AI assistant in Pyongyang that specializes in technical interviews. Investigators later found Park's team had successfully placed 17 other operatives at Silicon Valley firms using identical tactics. The American woman who made it possible. Christina Chapman's social media showed a bubbly Arizona dog lover who posted about smoothie bowls and yoga. But FBI agents raiding her home found a sophisticated operation. 47 laptops on metal racks, each labeled with a fake employee identity and sticky notes with login credentials. Chapman served as the American face for at least 300 North Korean operatives. She attended virtual meetings for employees who couldn't speak English well enough, submitted fake I-9 forms, and wired millions to shell companies. She'd even accept birthday gifts sent to fake addresses, an investigator noted. One company FedExed an Apple Watch to an employee who didn't exist. Court documents revealed Chapman processed over $17 million in fraudulent paychecks before her arrest, taking a 15% cut for herself. Inside the digital sweatshops, defector testimonies reveal prison-like conditions in the hacker dormitories near the Chinese border. Workers sleep in shifts on stained mattresses, with families held hostage back home as insurance against defection. A single bathroom serves 20 people, with strict 3-minute shower limits enforced by minders. The most productive operatives earn extra rations of instant noodles or time on the compound's single PlayStation. We studied YouTube videos of American offices to learn mannerisms, one defector recalled. The worst punishment was being forced to watch 16 straight hours of Python tutorials while chained to your desk. New satellite images show these compounds have expanded by 40% since 2022 to accommodate more operatives. The step-by-step infiltration playbook. Phase 1 begins with identities stolen from university databases and LinkedIn profiles of real Americans. The hackers then use AI to generate years of fake employment history, complete with references from compromised corporate email accounts. During interviews, operatives use real-time translation earpieces and pre-scripted answers fed through chat applications. One company only discovered the deception when their senior developer from Boston kept referring to the subway as the underground train and couldn't name local sports teams. The final red flag? His employee badge photo showed ears that didn't match the deepfake used during interviews. The operation's success rate has jumped from 12% to 38% since incorporating generative AI tools in 2023. How corporations failed to stop them. A 2024 security audit of 300 infiltrated companies revealed shocking gaps. 92% accepted digital copies of IDs without verification, and 84% never checked education credentials. HR departments desperate for tech talent waived background checks for technical roles. At a major bank, a fake VP approved $2.3 million in fraudulent transactions before anyone noticed his California home was a virtual background. Investigators later found he'd been working from a Pyongyang internet cafe, logging in during North Korean daytime hours while claiming to work nights in San Francisco. Security teams admit they often prioritize speed over thorough vetting to fill positions quickly in competitive markets. The AI deception machine. North Korea's hackers now use voice clones trained on hundreds of hours of American podcasts to perfect regional accents. Deepfake technology generates interview footage that blinks naturally and responds to unexpected questions. Most terrifying are the AI pair programmers that solve live coding challenges. A Silicon Valley firm only caught on when their new hire completed an advanced algorithm test in 12 seconds, 3 times faster than the world record. The AI had been trained on the company's own private GitHub repositories, stolen in an earlier breach. Recent defector reports indicate Pyongyang has developed specialized AI that can mimic individual employees' coding styles after studying just a few samples. Following the money trail. The salary payments flow through elaborate laundering networks. Initial deposits go to U.S. accounts controlled by facilitators like Chapman, then through shell companies disguised as IT consultancies in Delaware and Wyoming. UN investigators traced one operative's $85,000 salary to precision gyroscopes for missiles. Another's earnings funded the $12,000 Rolexes Kim Jong-un gifts to generals. These aren't just paychecks, a Treasury official noted. They're directly financing weapons that threaten global security. Blockchain analysis shows at least $42 million was converted to cryptocurrency and sent through mixing services to obscure the final destination. The shocking security lapses. Some infiltrators achieved unimaginable access. At a defense contractor, a fake systems administrator had clearance for nuclear submarine propulsion systems for 11 months. In healthcare, operatives accessed millions of patient records across 3 hospital chains. They weren't just after money, a CIA analyst revealed. Medical blackmail lets them pressure doctors with security clearances. One orthopedic surgeon was recruited after they threatened to expose his HIV status. The average time before discovery is now 14 months, more than enough time to establish backdoors and steal sensitive data. The new defense strategies. Progressive companies now implement multi-layered verification. JP Morgan requires remote hires to present physical IDs at local branches for iris scans. Goldman Sachs analyzes unique typing rhythms. North Korean keyboard layouts produce distinct patterns. Some firms use thermal cameras to detect virtual machine usage during skills tests. Others require periodic in-person check-ins. We caught one because he couldn't find the office bathroom, a security director admitted. Real employees know where they pee. Microsoft recently patented a system that analyzes subtle facial micro-expressions during video interviews to detect deception. Why this threat keeps growing. The program has become Pyongyang's second-largest revenue source after arms sales. With 8,400 trained operatives, they're expanding beyond tech into finance, healthcare, and even journalism. As one defector warned, the new mission isn't just stealing money. They want to embed so deeply that removing them would crash Western companies. One team spent a year deliberately writing spaghetti code that only they can maintain. UN sanctions monitors estimate the operation now generates $700 million annually, enough to fund 3 nuclear tests per year. The next time you message that quiet coworker who always turns their camera off, consider this. They might not be introverted. They might be part of a dictator's war machine, sitting in a Chinese hacking compound right now. In today's remote work world, the most dangerous threats don't breach your firewall. They pass your HR screening with flying colors. This invisible invasion is already happening, and your company could be next. The scariest part? Experts warn we've only uncovered the tip of the iceberg. The true scale of this operation may be far larger than anyone realizes.